Today we got Ran of BullyPedia. Just gonna talk about what's coming up with the Bully Supremacy coming up in May. Since our last interview, what's some of the changes that BullyPedia has gone through?
BullyPedia as a whole, you know, we're passionate about pedigrees. As everybody knows, the last 3 years we've just been documenting, certifying, making sure that the pedigree's intact and making sure that it's accurate as can be. In the next few months, we're making to a transition where we're going to have something called a certification of pedigree, or COP in other words. What that is, no, we're not turning into a registry. Get that straight, Bully World. BullyPedia ain't turning into no registry. What we are, what we're always going to be, we're going to be a pedigree certification company. You're going to be able to still log on to bullypedia.com, get your pets, and be out. That's what makes it strong, man. You love it, we love it more. And we're going to commit to y'all. So the certification pedigree is going to allow you to have a certification on the certified side of BullyPedia. It's a membership only. Tons, hundreds, thousands of our members been asking, how can we have some certification of pedigree from BullyPedia? Well, here you go, guys. Pay attention slow. bullypedia.com, we're going to post up the process. Then after that, we're going to post up the site. Then after that, we're going to release the certification. It's going to be strong, man. So that's one of the things that we're doing at BullyPedia, is trying to bring the unity back to the bully world. I don't care if you're ABKC, UKC, IBKC, whatever. What we have in common is the pedigrees, man. It's the dogs. Don't forget about the passion about the dogs first, man. And that's what BullyPedia, that's what we're about. We're about the passion. We're about the people. You know what I mean?
Well, what was the concept behind the certification?
The concept was, as you know, with BullyPedia users, you could log in there, and it was designed to be an open forum where you can add a pedigree, where if you think Spike is off of Jack and Jill, put it out there. If it ain't, you're gonna have thousands of members saying that's false. 3 years later, a lot of our pedigrees now is standardized. One thing changes, it affects 200 people's pedigrees, and we're gonna hear about it. So there's a small part, it's organic. And now we'll realize that with these pedigrees that's standardized now, 3 years later of us documenting and researching and verifying pedigrees, we want to make sure that those pedigrees that breeders have and that enthusiasts have is locked down, that you can't change it. What it is, it's going to be a pedigree that's certified by BullyPedia, that we're certified in various means, whether it's other registries, whether it's paperwork, whether it's our own pedigree, what you guys put in. That's the information that we're going to record for you guys, the bully community.
How are things coming along with the American Bully Planet?
American Bully Planet is another product line that we have and that we host, and it's going good. As you know, Elite Edge, the new Elite Edge board is on and popping. We got about 5,000 members. It's running strong. We got Gotti Line board. That's running up and strong. We got about 3,000 members in there. And what I'm speaking about specifically is the forums there. Y'all heard about the forums, the bully forums. Well, AmericanBullyPlanet.com is the home of the bully community, and it's gonna be the home of the bully community. Another thing to watch out for is the ABKC boards. That's coming back strong, and it's gonna be hosted in American Bully Planet.
Oh, that's good you said that, because right now you see a lot of pushing on Facebook with the, I guess what they call it, different pages.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of people.
I see that.
So do you think now, with the changes now from American Bully World over to American Bully Planet, do you see that traffic go back over there as compared to all the different groups popping up on Facebook?
Let me say something. We got ZEB Pits, the hardest working man in the fucking bully game. Thank you for this plug-in. But anyways, to go back to that question, Facebook versus the boards. Well, here's my thought. This is me speaking, Randy speaking, when it comes to that. Anybody and everybody could be anybody in Facebook. You feel me? If you just have two dogs, you come in Facebook, post up a couple of cute pictures of your dog stacking up, you become a breeder. You can make your own persona and stuff. But here's a big difference, guys. Pay attention. Elite Edge boards has always been the foundation of breeders talking, exchanging information, telling each other pedigrees and ideas and shows. It's not Facebook. It's for the real breeders, guys. So you guys got to realize that. Anybody that's on Facebook could be anybody. But at the same token, you try that on the Elite Edge board, the Gotti line boards, and I'm gonna shout out my boy Juan and Freddie from Kingpin Line. Dog, we got you, man. There's another great board that's gonna come up on AmericanBullyPlanet.com. You go in there and you try to put up your 2 BS dogs, you're gonna get called out. But at the same token, it's good for you because you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn what's real. Facebook, I don't know, man. I call it fake book. I use it, yeah, but I use it in a different way. But y'all use it for some other stuff. Join the AmericanBullyPlanet.com. Join Elite Edge. Join Kingpin Line, Gotti Line. There's a wealth of knowledge there, guys. I'm not hating on none. What I'm hating on is y'all got to be real to yourself, man. You want to become a breeder? You want to know about the breeds? Elite Edge boards, Kingpin Line boards, Gotti Line, Golden Line. Those are the home of the bully community. It's AmericanBullyPlanet.com, hosted by Ran from BullyPedia.com.
Tell me about the concept of In the Ring and how that all came about.
Okay, yeah, In the Ring Live is a concept that James Cooper, Bully Supplies, and Lynn from Liking Kings came up with, and the thought process behind that would be having a show or an entity where we could go live with a camera and get candid shots of different things, whether it's a show, whether it's a breaking into the hotel. So we just want to get behind the scenes of people doing what they do best, is that's having fun. You can't be too serious, guys. You got to have fun with this stuff, man. I've been in for a little bit, not long as, Zeb's been. I've been in it for about 3 years or whatever, doing what I do. But at the same time, I have a passion for it. At the same time, I have fun doing it. So In the Ring Live brings that fun back, and you're gonna see us in the next show on the majority of the show, just like the Atlanta show coming up next week. I'm here at Bully Roots with Jam-Packed Pits in my hometown of Chesapeake, VA. This is where BullyPedia was born. Recognize that. It wasn't born in Cali. It was born right here in VA.
Speaking on of shows, you've been to a lot of shows all across the country. What was the deciding factor and for BullyPedia yourself to say, I'm going to throw a show?
That's a good question, and that's a lingering question since I started BullyPedia. I knew before I wanted to throw my first show, I had to be a student of the game. I had to learn, I had to travel, I had to spend my own money. I learned a lot from a lot of people. So it wasn't just me coming up with an idea. You have to get this, guys. You guys got to study first. You got to be a student. I don't care if you're studying dogs, shows, pedigrees, cars, what have you. You just got to shut your trap. You got to learn from the best. And after that, you come up with an idea, you implement it, and based on what you learn. So going back to the Supremacy, I thought the idea was, since I was going through different regions of the United States, why not bring all 4 regions? West Coast, Dirty South, Midwest, and East Coast in one location, and everybody's saying you have the best dog in the West. Well, you know what? We're giving you a stage. We're giving a professional stage. Milton, New York, May 18th, the Battle for Bully Supremacy. That's the stage we're giving y'all. It's an indoor event, 96,000 square feet of AC controlled environment. So there you go. They host UKC and AKC events in there, and it's the biggest stage that you could put your dog in. We're giving you the stage. If you think you have the baddest dog in the West, bring them out. Let's put it in the ring. In the West, in the Midwest, you got the baddest dog, bring him in the ring. Dirty South, you got the baddest dog, bring him in the ring. Same with the East Coast. So that's the idea, is to bring that passion of competition again. You know what I mean? So if you think you have the best, you got to prove it. We're giving you the stage. We're giving you the promotions, the campaign behind that. BullyPedia is the biggest freaking site for American Bully pedigrees. We get 2 million hits a month, 2 million. And when we throw a show, we've been campaigning it for a while, the turnout is gonna be spectacular. You're gonna see top name dogs from the West Coast, the Midwest, the Dirty South, and the East Coast. A lot of those dogs are gonna compete in the Supremacy, and at the end, there's only gonna be one champion. There's only be one Supremacy champion, and they're gonna get an award, and they're gonna get a lot of free giveaways. So I'm excited about it, and I hope y'all come. May 18th, BullyPedia.com presents the Battle for Bully Supremacy. Let's get it.
Question. What made you choose New York is the first question. Second question is, how does it work? Like you said, each region, north, west, east, south, Is it like a point system, and does that particular group, let's say whatever group gets the most points, does that group as a whole get a trophy, and does an individual dog get a trophy? How does that whole concept work?
Okay. There's a two-part question what Zeb said. So I'm gonna answer why we picked New York, Northeast, specifically Milton as a first showing. As you know, I traveled to many places around the United States. I got to see all the top venues inside and out, and made mental notations on what I think BullyPedia should represent for the first show. I went from the West Coast to Dirty South, all up and down the East Coast regions. And once I found out about the Beast of the East show last year, I actually scouted that venue. I didn't go to that event. I was somewhere else. I went to that venue. I spoke to the company that hosts that. We talked about a few things, and I thought it was perfect just because it was an indoor event. It's 96,000 square feet, and it's huge. And I did a little more research. I mean, it's perfect for what it is. It's going to showcase everybody's dog in a light where it needs to be. It's going to be professional. You know, it's going to be top notch. Everything is top notch from what we do from beginning to end. That's what BullyPedia does.
What are some of the things being offered at the show?
A lot of things being offered at the show. We have tons of vendors, a lot of raw vendors. We got Raw Organics as our main sponsor, providing you with the latest and greatest raw nutrition for your dog. We have vendors coming from California. We got Hard Knocks. Shout out to Angela. You're gonna bring that Cali swag. I'm originally from Cali, so check it out. Hard Knocks are gonna be there too. There's a couple other vendors that's coming there from California and Midwest, and there's gonna be tons of things to do there for the kids. We're gonna have a bounce house, face painting. We're gonna have Bully Yo in the house. Big ups to Dave, big ups to Danny. Bully Built, they're gonna be in the house with Bully Yo, so the kids are gonna go get some love with that as well.
I think tattooing offered there also?
I think so. I want to check on that, but there you go. We're gonna have tons of fun. It's a family event. It's not just for me, it's not just for the breeders, the enthusiasts. It's actually family orientated. There's inside bathrooms, there's an arcade, there's actually a dining room or dining area where you can get your grub on. So it's a perfect setting for a fun-filled day. BullyPedia.com presents the Battle for Bully Supremacy. It's a family event. I'm gonna bring my family. Let me see you bring your family. Come up to me. I wanna meet y'all. I wanna meet all the BullyPedia members.
As I know, you're a big supporter of the ABKC. Well, what's your thoughts on the other registries out there?
You know, yes. I'm a big supporter of ABKC and what they do. As far as in my opinion, my thoughts on other registries. You know, I don't knock IBKC or ABBA or any other registries that's for the bullies. That's for the bullies. If you're for the bully and you're for promoting and enlightening people about what the breed is and what the breed can bring to your life, the American Bully, I'm all for it, man. You know, that's what it is.
What's your thoughts on UKC pulling certain dogs' papers?
Okay, lately there's been a lot of controversy, quote unquote, about pulling papers UKC. One thing I'm gonna tell you guys, for the last 3 years, we've never ever pulled down a pedigree in BullyPedia.com. I don't care if it's from Bullseye to Jawbreaker to Miyagi. We've always supported our breed. As far as other registries pulling their papers that's questionable, what have you, you know, they have their own process of how they look at it. They don't live the life we live or go to the shows we go, so their point of view is a little different than ours. Mine is different from theirs. So I can see them doing what they do for however they do it, for whatever reasons they do it. But I want to tell you right now, we'll never ever pull Miyagi's pedigrees down in BullyPedia. Have you gotten asked? Yes, a lot of times from a lot of people. But again, BullyPedia was built organically for the bully community.
I guess my question about that was, do you think it's time for people to pull away from the UKC? It's a home now for the American Bully. So why are people still hanging on to the fact that they got to have these UKC papers when you got a home now with American Bullies?
No doubt. Now, Now, as far as recognizing who we are as a breed, what we represent as a breed, the American Bully, I think from my standpoint 3 years ago, sometimes you gotta internalize that. Sometimes you gotta commit. If you're saying your dog is American Bully by generation, by lineage, then recognize it mentally. Say to yourself, back it up. So if you're still registering UKC and you know standards, when we talk about standards, we're talking about ABKC standards, they don't fit the criteria of an AKC, what does that leave you? You're saying that your dog is this, but at the same token, it fits more of the ABKC standards. Be real to yourself and call it what it is. If it's American Bully, start saying it and start believing in it. Because you know what? BullyPedia is for the American Bully. And that's what we're going to recognize, the American Bully.
Okay, I appreciate that. You know, a lot of people in the bully world, you know, they stress the importance of positivity with the breed. I asked the same question to the dog man, so I'm gonna ask you the same question. Last year we had a big race for #1 in the ABKC with Big Papa and Bistro battling out for 1 and 2. Yet we never saw them grace the covers of Atomic Dog magazine. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. You know what? That part I don't know too much about. I think both dogs, and I've seen both dogs, Bistro, Robert's dog, and Mo's dog, Big Papa. I'm a big fan of both dogs, don't get me wrong. Those dogs are great. Y'all should have seen the Nationals. I was there as well. So when it comes to those two dogs, they're, in my eyes, they are great dogs. As far as them gracing a magazine, Atomic Dog, and why they haven't been, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't even begin to tell you why that is. If I had my own magazine, those two would be in it.
Yeah, I had asked that question because a lot of people were asking about that. Even like with the Nationals winner, why he didn't make the magazine.
Oh yeah, no, so, I don't know. My answer, my guess is as good as everybody else. I don't know why.
Yeah, but we're gonna wrap this up. And that you go ahead, tell us what are some of what's next for BullyPedia. Well, as we know, the Bully Supremacy, but just looking ahead beyond that. What do you see going forward? You know,
BullyPedia, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I like it to be known as a site that contributed to the American Bully and its lineage. I want the site to be known as a site where we take pedigree seriously and then we stand behind the community. I want 5 years from now the bully community to be stronger than ever, BullyPedia to be bigger than ever, and of course we're always going to be standing behind the bully community. Always has, always will be, and BullyPedia, just stay tuned. We got a lot of good and I think great changes for the bully community. I didn't ask for these changes, you guys asked for it. We're trying to make it happen. We're always going to be for you guys, man, for the bully community, by the bully community. BullyPedia.com. My name is Randy. Thank you all for using my site. Matter of fact, scratch that. Your site. You guys made it powerful. You guys made it where it's getting 2 million hits. You guys are getting bigger and bigger every time in the pedigree side. Thank you. One love.
Yeah, and that venue, once again, man, I was actually at that venue for the Beast of the East. It's a great venue to be at on the inside, for real. So
great,
just to confirm that, because you said you didn't make it out, I was there. I was in there. It's a great venue, and looking forward to coming to that event. And thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Let me give a couple shout outs. You know, Dave, East to West Kennels Mike, Bully Tunnel, and of course yours truly, ZEB Pits. Get those videos, guys. This guy's good. I use them. Y'all need to use them. BullyPedia.com, AmericanBullyPlanet.com, Elite Edge, Guardian Line, Kingpin Line, all the other boards, DSB, you know what it is, BullyPedia.com. Battle for Bully Supremacy, May 18th is coming your way. I'm out.
Thank you, man.